Ontario. We have some papers here. We're with the crew from Sarnia as well as Ipperwash. I'm going to flip this around. There's Wendy. How's it going, Wendy?
Pretty good. Hello, hello. Get ready, Grand Bend and Port Franks, for your druthers to come.
Jim, how's it going, Jim?
There we go.
How was everybody's
Druthers
Christmas,
again.
New Year's? Was it good? Christmas and New Year's, was it good? Yeah. Good? Yeah.
Oh, it was good for me.
I stayed in my bubble. Good for me. I didn't have to see anybody, so that was good.
To me, now, bubble is a four-letter word. Do you remember how they all told us we had to stay in our bubble?
Stay in your little bubble, don't go.
Yeah. No.
So we got some papers here. This is going to Strathroy, or Sarnia. We just came from Strathroy.
Is your back open,
Sarnia
Wendy?
and Ipperwash.
You got 4.
So Wendy, you were telling us you got into a new esthetician shop.
Yes, I did. We've got some papers going into Beauty Matched here in Sarnia on London Road.
Beauty Match in London Road.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're going to have some work done there.
Yep.
And they do an awesome job too. Very nice people.
Perfect. And they're awake. They know what's going on.
They are awake, yes.
Nice. That's lovely. Okay, so let's get some of these papers packed up. So there's a few bundles heading off to Ipperwash, Forest, Grand Bend area.
Oh, I got lots too. I got lots too. No, I don't have as many. Do you have the last issue?
Oh, yeah.
I got a bundle of them if you want.
Yeah?
So what's new in the news? What do you guys think of that alien thing that happened at the mall?
I'm fucking freaked out.
You were
man.
scared, eh? Would you? Where was that, in Los Angeles that happened? Where? Miami. The alien invasion of Miami Mall.
They were holograms.
People were running. Did you see that? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah. And look at all the cop cars. Like, I mean, there must have been 40 cop cars. There was
Black
all
helicopters, the men in black. There was at least 100 cruisers. And they claimed that it was from 2 kids that were actually hitting each other with sticks in the mall, and that's what caused the problem at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Then the aliens came, huh?
But then I heard another.
started glitching
I've
out.
heard so many different stories that there was actually a portal.
Yeah.
This was the newest one, and this girl sounded very legit. She was on somebody's talk show, like Shadow Davis or somebody like that, and that she Googled the coordinates because someone said that there was about a portal in the mall.
Wow.
And she Googled the coordinates and reversed them, and the coordinates went back to Antarctica.
Yeah, I seen that.
And it made total sense in that. So these aliens messed up with their coordinates and come out of the mall.
Ended up in the bloody mall.
They ended up in the mall instead of fucking Antarctica where they were going back to. Like, fucking, they needed lessons from James T. Kirk. For fuck's sakes.
Holy.
Now I'm like going, well, that makes more sense than any of these other fucking
And what was
stories.
so funny is they had no camera footage inside
Yeah,
the mall or outside the mall.
Yeah, how did everybody's cameras stop working and everything
Well,
else?
they
What the-
took everybody's cameras.
Did what?
No, the people that had their cell phones apparently were too afraid. They were looking for places to run and get the hell out of there. Like, nobody was pulling out their cell phones going, hey, check it out.
You got
what's
all those
going
people
on?"
in the bloody mall, and nobody has no one has the courage to pull out their cell phone and take a picture of
Oh,
it.
we
Like,
can
come
take a
on,
selfie
man.
with
I
them,
don't
hey,
know,
check this
man.
out.
Oh wow.
But how solid do they look when they're a hologram or whatever, right? Do they, can you put your hand through them? All that kind of shit. What are they going to do to you?
Yeah. Like
But I mean, I can see people that were in the mall and aren't like us and don't know shit from putty. Yeah, they're going to all run, and then the other people see everybody else running, and then people are shooting with their guns, so everybody's fucking thinking all kinds of other fucking things, and crazy. I want it to happen here.
Yeah, man. I would like that. That would be
We got
something to see.
a big mall. Fuck, check the portals. That was interesting though. The coordinates of Antarctica versus were reversed.
This made a boo
to
boo.
what
The
they-
aliens made
to
a
what
boo
they
boo.
had in
Yeah, like, why couldn't they appear at 88 Sussex Drive?
Yeah.
You know, for the prime minister.
Probably, he would probably like it, Phil.
Right?
Jesus.
Who's to say it already hasn't happened? Come
Over
on.
here it's less windy.
Maybe that's where he got the man ponds from. To get
Yeah,
to the
that's
Canadian
another
Armed
thing.
Forces.
What?
The damn tampons that they're putting in the
Oh.
military.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What a joke. What a fucking joke.
Well, it's
like-
like I said, man.
When is enough enough? Like,
Back in
come
my
on.
day, they would take soft boys or guys that were bitches and turn them into men in the military.
Right.
Now it's the other way around, right?
Well,
They're
that's what they want.
turning them into women.
They don't want us to have strength in numbers, right? So
So let's look.
I
let's
know
make it look
it's
the
just
military
like
for
fucking.
lady boys.
That's crazy. I couldn't believe that. I thought you were joking around with me. What tampons? What the? In the men's washroom.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't that one MPP or one MP, the girl, she did a video of it and walked right in. She had a guy. With think of it this way: these are for the he/she people, the wannabe women.
So they want to be
the
men, or they want to be
women. So they put these.
So would it make sense to open up a trans bathroom instead of putting man ponds in the men's washroom?
But are they for trans, like female to male? Is that what it's for?
No, well, there wouldn't be female. There's not female. Are there any female to male?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know what's
think
going
so.
on here, man.
It's just
man,
male,
that's
so
just
the
ridiculous.
guy, the male wannabe woman, gets to go and smoke a tampon in the fucking in the
The
bathroom.
worst part is that women have to pay for them.
Well, we pay for them.
Men get them for free.
Well, yeah, that too. we do. Yeah, but I mean, you can't make this shit up.
Jim just shaking his head like, what the fuck
It's
is
just
going
like,
on in
I just
Canada?
can't fucking phantom the shit
What
anymore.
about Cat Williams?
Cat Williams, he came out and he talked about the Epstein list, didn't he?
Yeah, he also talked about how there's a lot of black actors in Hollywood that are wearing dresses. That the minute they wear a dress, they get all these.
They join the club.
Yeah.
Oh, they're trans.
Nope, they just got to wear a dress in a movie and they get to be part of the club.
Oh, I saw.
Oh,
that
who was
too.
that guy from the Friday movie that he named? That was when it was on the flight list.
Something Smiley.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But he talked about oh God, Mr. Potato Head. What's his name? The black guy. Looks like Mr. Potato Head.
The guy who was on the Kings of Comedy and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah, I forget
He's
his
gotten
name.
a lot of movies too.
Well, they all have. But you know what's funny, and because I've been watching, it's get football. You know, the playoffs are coming and everything. So Sundays is I've been watching football. My son watches football, so it's just something to. But the guy that's doing all these Bet 40 casino commercials is fucking the guy that had the heart attack. The actor.
Jamie Foxx.
Yes, Jamie Foxx. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Jamie
Sorry.
Foxx is fucked up,
That
is
Jamie
he?
Foxx looks a little white, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There's a big difference between the Jamie Foxx.
Well, he was the
we
one
used
that
to see.
had a heart attack or a stroke,
Yep.
and he was in rough condition, and now he's doing all these commercials.
They get
Huh.
a brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
From the shot,
So,
eh? From
yeah.
the shot, yeah. Hmm.
So speaking of that kind of like I was watching the Buffalo Bills were playing whoever on Sunday, Miami, and the announcer goes, "Oh, and there's
Jamie Foxx.
no, the guy that
DeMar Hamlin.
there's DeMar Hamlin. He's been on the sidelines most of the year now, and I'm like, and he's got a hood on, and I'm like going,
The guy's
like,
been sidelined
fuck,
since
that's
the-
him.
Yes. Wow. So what about thoughts on David Menzies
Well, that was fucked up too.
getting arrested there?
That fucking guy, that RCMP fuck, he needs.
What a setup that was, wasn't it? You know, yeah, exactly. That's
You're
you
under arrest. You're assaulting me. Reenactment there,
You hit
folks.
me, you cunt.
Yep.
Beep beep.
he set in place. He got ready to for the hit too. He saw David walking and
Yeah.
he set up and he was really
Yeah.
ready to take a bump.
But so is that guy a real RCMP or is he a WEF plant RCMP?
Or all they are.
Or are they
All of them.
all
All of them.
of them are-
Is this just showtime for us? regular
You
folk.
know, so when are these guys going to be
Krista Freeland still can't answer a question.
taken out? Oh, fuck, she's getting shorter too.
It's a toss-up between Krista Freeland and Justin Trudeau. Who's going to finish the sentence first?
Oh, yeah, that was fucking bizarre. So, I mean,
Well, they're now Rebel Media apparently is suing the RCMP over this. So
oh, for sure.
you know,
And they should be suing the RCMP and the government and Freeland and.
well, that's just like a police gone wild. Well, that should be on a police gone wild video if I ever seen one.
Yeah.
Man, talk about corruption within the force. You know the people should see that. The higher up should see that, and they should be ashamed of that officer of what he did.
Yeah, but the higher ups are all compromised.
Well,
too.
they are. You know, we
So
know. We all know that. But you know,
We
look how
all
it
know,
makes Canada
everybody
look.
know everything is just a fucking.
It's like watching an episode of State Troopers.
You bumped me. That's
I
assault, buddy.
I believe this state trooper
Have you ever watched?
shit.
No, have you ever watched the movie State Troopers?
Yeah, stay true.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
The
Guzzling
series?
syrup and
It
Wow.
just gets. It's fucking so fucking stupid.
yeah.
It is.
At least the United States has cool distractions, right?
Like aliens.
Right?
Yeah,
Pulling
aliens.
Nephilim out of the harbor. I don't know. There was like 10 distractions like the first week of January.
Yeah.
It's like 2024 is here. Let's distract
How
the world.
stupid are the
Different
people?
distractions.
What will they believe?
And it's funny because it all came out after Epstein list was released.
well, that's it. They distract you from the Epstein shit
Well,
to that.
Why? Because they know that there's videos made from all these people that apparently were on Epstein
It's
Island.
like a magician pulling a rabbit out of the hat.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at what I can do. Look over here. Look at this. Look at
Now
that.
it's- the list isn't going to officially be released till the 24th of January now, I guess, or 26 or something like that. It's just going to keep happening.
We already know who's on the list.
Well, we do, right? But everybody else needs to know.
The biggest one that shocked me was David Copperfield.
Oh,
You figure if he was out molesting children, he would have disappeared a long time ago, right? He has his own private island.
oh,
Yeah, like,
oh. Maybe that's
very disappointed in you, David Copperfield.
Wow.
Who's not on the list?
But you know, I guarantee you, no matter who's on the list, the people like Bill Gates, or not Bill Gates, what's his name?
The Rothschilds and
Well,
Rockefellers, those people aren't going to get
like the
prosecuted.
Clinton, Bill Clinton, and that. Yeah,
They're
nothing's gonna
prosecute
happen
a
to
bunch
them.
of just
They'll
actors.
they'll take someone like Copperfield, put them through the ringer. But here's Clinton. So Joe Rogan came out and talked about the vaccines and how everybody's dying suddenly in their sleep right after getting them and everything else. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh,
Did you see that video?
No.
It came out a
but
little
that's-
bit late. You know, better late than
he's
never.
just
But you know,
saying that, like,
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of like old news. We just
yeah. He didn't want to say it, you know, when from the get-go when this was all happening. But now it's, you know, since the dust has settled, it's safe for him to come out and
basically anybody dying suddenly
Yeah.
has had, in my opinion, has had the jab,
yes.
right? And for example, there was somebody just messaged me a little while ago saying, "Did you hear about so and so, the owner of Captain Hook tow trucks, tow truck driving in Sarnia, died suddenly
Wow.
at 53." Right? Well, yeah. Well, why? Well, we know why. But I mean, it just, you know, the kids at 20, there was a kid my son's age 3 months ago, 24, athlete, played hockey, played goalie, died suddenly in Sarnia, right? You know, why aren't people, but the thing is, it's the funeral homes are no better than everybody else, right? The ones that are saying nothing.
Yeah,
I
keeping
mean,
their mouths shut.
They're pulling out these fucking 2 and 3 feet long blood clots and saying fuck all.
Yeah, they can't get the embalming fluid into them.
Right?
know,
Yeah. So they're just as at fault by not informing the public of what's
Yep.
going on. So they should be prosecuted as well. It's my opinion, right?
Time for accountability.
So
Well, that's just it. There is no accountability. You know, what's going to happen to those officers that attacked Menzies and arrested them like that? No accountability. What are they going to get, a slap on the wrist?
Yeah, all of them,
You know,
4 or 5 going through it. So they shouldn't have.
Every one of them that was there saw what happened. They knew it was corrupt, and they went along with it.
Well, it was a setup.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Yep.
they didn't try to stop the officer from doing what he
No,
did.
exactly.
No.
So in my mind, every one of those officers that were
Well,
there
can
that
you
day,
think
they're
of
all
the-
corrupt.
There was 2 or 3 of them that were bullies.
Hundreds of
Well, they all went with
thousands.
it. They all complied, and they all agreed that he had to be arrested. They all helped in the arrest.
Yep.
So that, you know, they all should be held accountable.
And that
Even
goes-
if they stood around and did nothing, that's still, you know.
Props for the cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't stop him,
Yep.
right? Because David was calling. I forget the guy's name, but he was calling his name. Get this.
Yep.
Right? Get the microphone.
What do you think about Janet Osterbach?
Well, that is the fall of the, like, they knew that she was on the hit list.
Yeah.
So why did it take so long to do her in?
37 episodes. She revealed quite a bit of information.
You know,
in 37
and like
episodes.
they fleed the Netherlands after series 1 to 10 or during that
Yeah.
right? So
A lot of people don't even know about the fall of the Cabal.
still, yeah.
The documentary and then the sequel.
Yeah.
Get on YouTube and look for those.
Yeah.
And watch it with an open mind.
Definitely.
And don't believe everything you hear, people. Use your critical thinking skills.
But
Come on now.
Is she dead? Who knows?
Well, I think she's gone into hiding.
Well, I think so too, because they knew they were trying to kill her off, but they staged it that it was a suicide, and then her partner waited for 5 weeks to
And then I heard that she was found on Christmas Day
make it official.
and she took her life.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a couple different.
yeah. So
So they're trying to say it was suicide, yeah?
There's a couple different narratives that are happening right now. but-
so it's just
Well, somebody
Saturday-
wanted her dead.
Oh, dude, like I said, if you watch those with an open mind, and you see the type of stuff that she was revealing.
Well, they wanted her dead long ago,
She's talking about the people we can't talk about, right?
Yeah.
and they knew. I mean, they could have done her in a long time ago. Think about her, the technology. They could have found her easily. You
Yeah.
know, whether you're hiding out in the woods somewhere.
There's a lot
Oh,
of
they can
stuff-
find them anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
They want to get you. There's no place in the world
they
you can
could
hide.
get us. We're just
Yeah.
not. We're on the lower end of the totem
Yeah.
pole.
the ball.
Jeffrey Epstein. There was an interesting. The one girl reporter posted. Did you see that video? She was talking about Epstein.
Was it from Epstein's brother?
Oh, I saw that one with that was a good one with
Yeah, I think you shared it. That's how I
with
thought.
Tucker Carlson, and was interviewing
yes.
Epstein's brother. That was really good. That was fresh, right? Something fresh.
He's an agent of the Mossad. Epstein.
Of
Yeah,
course
yeah.
he was.
Or he was,
And-
and he's playing all sides.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's still alive, to tell you the
Oh,
truth.
Oh, I
No,
you don't
they
let
wouldn't-
you don't let your best asset get
Yeah,
killed,
yeah.
right?
He's got some
And even
plastic
his brother-
surgery or
even his
something,
brother-
and,
his
who
brother
knows?
said in the interview that it didn't look like him when they were wheeling him out.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
they came in and they opened up the cage for him and they walked him out.
Yeah,
Police escorted him out. Get into this little limo over here and we'll drive you away. The plastic surgeon's office down the street.
I just think a lot of these people, they probably got them in Gitmo, in their own little holiday area,
Yeah.
right? So I hope. I can't wait for the unveiling.
Mm-hmm.
But how long are we gonna take? Fuck.
Well, they got to erase some names. Some people's names on there they don't want to see the light of day, and I believe they will never see the light of day. There's certain people who are so powerful. Take my name off that list. Okay, that's what's going to happen. You know,
Justin Trudeau is not one of those people.
I don't think he's that powerful.
Neither is his wife.
No, he's just a little pawn.
No, here's one for you. Did you see the thing about is Stephen Hawking? Was he real? Is he real?
That's funny, eh? Did you see
Hey?
him? I've seen so many memes about him racing on fire in his wheelchair.
Is
Coming
he-
back from the
Is
dead.
he actually
up
real,
for
or
himself?
was he?
Yeah, they claim he was on Epstein Island. What the fuck could that guy possibly do on Epstein Island?
There was
I don't
a
know,
joke.
Phil.
Who the fuck was doing the joke where he was on the keyboard and all that sort of thing? It was funny. It's just fucking bizarre. But like, I mean, we know it's bizarre. Other people would look at us and go, "You guys fucking wacko." Yeah, we are. Fuck off. So we know what's going on.
Well, the funniest part is we've known about that for 3-4 years about Epstein Island, and they were trying to mention that the story came out originally in like 2003, was it? A woman had came out and she had a story about everything. She had everything she needed to in order to get the information
Way
out.
back, eh?
Yeah, those Hollywood stories, though, they've been leaked out so many times, you know, many years ago, and nothing just gets brushed under the rug, you know. You want to be an actor, do you?
Yeah.
Put on
Everybody,
the dress.
I can't watch any TV show, fucking listen to any musician. Even the country stars have been compromised. It's like I used to think, where did this guy come from? Fuck, I never heard him before, and then he's world famous within 2-3 years. He sold out concerts. I'm going, and then he's winning every fucking award at the Country Music Awards, and I'm going,
Just
okay, yeah, well, his turn. Yeah,
Freshly
he
sold.
sold his soul.
freshly sold soul.
Yeah.
You know, the one that really gets me is Carrie Underwood. She does this big opening for the NFL Sunday Night Football song, and every week she does it because it's at a different stadium, right? And she names the stadium in the song. It's like, but she went from, I remember when she won American Idol, she was a little girl from fucking Oklahoma, I think, and look where she is now. But, and she was very religious too, right? So how do the other one is another one like that is Black. She was on American Idol. She came in about 5th, sold her soul. She's doing a talk show like Oprah now. She was in the anyway, I remember years ago, all of a sudden, before I knew any of this stuff, her parents were murdered
Well,
Oh.
that's how
in
you get
Chicago.
that's how you get in the club, right? You gotta
Right.
take one
Well,
of your
that's what I'm going.
gotta take
I
one of
went,
your family
well,
members
that's
out.
weird back then, but now I'm going, oh. You know, they don't think twice about, they have to. There was another video where somebody had comprised a list or was talking about all these famous people who lost a son, lost a mom, lost a brother.
Yep.
Well, because that was their sacrifice.
Yeah, that's what Connie was mentioning. Remember?
Yeah, to get famous.
Well, there's a lot of people like that. It's crazy if people look into it.
Yeah.
What about P Diddy? I believe the P stands for predator.
Yeah.
He was on Epstein Island.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was named. Cat Williams named him, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. So he put a hit out on Tupac, $1 million hit on Tupac. So he took out Pac.
Yeah.
Then he shows up on Epstein Island, diddling little kids. Wow, what a guy! And people look up to this
Dating little
person.
kids, dude. Raping
People look up.
like
People
Justin
look up to this
Bieber
guy.
and-
Craziness.
Yeah, like look
He
at
tried to rape. P Diddy tried to rape Cat Williams.
yeah, look at all the young rappers.
Cat Williams says
He's had
he
sex
tried to have sex with them, and he says, "I don't swing that way, buddy." Wow.
Well, it was going back. I saw another thing yesterday. Charlie Sheen, a mem, where he had started a club with somebody else famous, and that's where those two guys that were on the show that they were on way back then, the Coreys,
Corey Haim, Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
they came out because they
Oh, yeah.
were raped by Charlie Sheen.
Yep.
yeah,
Right?
yep.
You know, and that was ages.
That was a long time ago, and
You know,
their
so
story
this
hasn't changed at all.
No.
You
just
know?
keeps-
No, still 2.5 men.
That's why they called it
2.5 men and a young boy.
Hey? That's why they
man.
called that show that.
Wow.
Well, that young kid that played the little boy in that TV
Yes.
show, he has a lot to say about the people that were on that show.
Really?
Does he? And he's
Well,
still alive to talk about
We're
it?
learning that a lot of these child actors were molested
Oh, all of them,
during
yeah.
filming, right? And a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies.
Well, they're young and they're vulnerable.
No,
They
very
want to make it in
vulnerable.
Hollywood, and you know.
Everybody has a price in Hollywood, right?
Well, that goes back. Remember that years ago now, the one she was in Dallas. She was doing all these pageants and went missing and was murdered. And
Dominique Ramsey.
yes, they're saying she's still alive.
Yeah.
You know.
I've watched that. Apparently, her parents sold her off.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they had to make it look like she went missing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that was, Christ, how long ago was that? That was 20 years ago, easily.
Yeah, Madeline McCann too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, Any time when somebody goes missing, anywhere around here, and going all of a sudden there's so and so's missing, I'm going, well, somebody fucking
Especially in
scooped them.
Sarnia, you guys got a border.
Well, you know,
right?
with Canada being the euthanasia capital of the world now, that's actually that's on the front page
the
of this month's
proximity
Druthers.
of Sarnia to the Michigan, and there's underground tunnels
Oh yeah, definitely.
under the river, the old salt caverns here in Sarnia, and fuck,
Closed off to the public.
yeah,
Are they? Yeah.
yeah. Well, supposedly.
Look at all the tunnels they just found in New York, man. Fucking pulling-
So thoughts on that though? Euthanasia, Canada being the capital, our own government committing, you know, assisted suicide on people who clearly don't need it. They might have mental health problems,
I think the
might
only
not be able to make ends meet,
think the
and
only-
our government is actually going to help them commit
The only way to
suicide.
get people turned on to that is for Justin Trudeau to try it first and see how it works out for him.
Well,
When I was coming back from Forest last week from seeing my healer, there was a big bulletin board on the right hand side coming into Sarnia between Forest in Wyoming,
Okay.
and it was against this MAID thing. It was
Really?
it was a handmade big bulletin board.
Think so there?
Yeah, it's still there. This was
check it
just
out.
last
We should
week.
check it out,
But
yeah.
I mean, you guys might not be able to see it now. But I mean, it's too bad I didn't think about
I
it
got a flashlight on my phone. He's got a...
earlier. But you'd have to. It'll be there for a while. It'll be there for a while. Next
Someone's
time I
spreading
see
the word
it.
about it. Then.
Yeah.
Well, if folks want to read about the assisted suicide and how Canada is leading the way, you guys got to grab a
There you
copy
go.
of this month's Druthers and
On
his
the
information.
cover of the
Exactly.
Druthers.
Read all about it, fresh off the press.
Canada's
And it's
Rolling Stone.
like I said, it's just arrived here in Sarnia, so it's going to be available very, very shortly up here.
It's definitely not a conspiracy.
No. This is.
Well, when you tell people about me, they think that you're on glue or something, right? Until they realize that, wow.
Fuck,
this
that's
is really
been out in
happening
the
in our
public.
country. Yeah,
That's
that's been happening in our country.
been out there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know of people who have, like, through friends that have done it.
Yeah.
2 or 3 people, actually, now that I start thinking about it. They just didn't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
And it's
They,
understandable.
some of them couldn't make ends meet. They were on welfare or whatnot, and they go up
a
and.
lot of
you know,
them have been vax injured, right?
I'm going to lose my home. I can't go
that's
on.
it.
Blah 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 blah
No,
blah. And help me die. And
Yeah.
here are Canadian doctors, and yes, we will
Well, there's
assist
a guy
you.
in Sarnia who's is doing it, all of them, like crazy. I wish I could remember his name.
Dr. Death.
Yeah,
that's the only option they're giving the veterans,
Wow.
right?
right.
They don't help the veterans. They're
Well, why would they help the veterans when we can bring in all these, minorities and everything else?
They've encouraged them.
Not only can we bring them in, but now we can vax them up, and they're going to be voting for
So
Justin.
That's
Right.
your lead in with the legions, with you when you're distributing because that's what's on the cover.
Yes,
yeah.
it
This
is.
week's
Yes,
Druthers,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea to get out to the legions all across Canada and get druthers into their hands,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Well, from what we've seen, they're very acceptable in taking them.
Yeah, they are now.
You know.
And earlier, like during the lockdown, I mean, they were asking for vaccine passports, and
yeah. Oh, yeah. They were
Just to get
they
into
were
a legion.
terrible. Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, they made our veterans at Remembrance Day wear muzzles, right?
yeah.
So I think now is time to wake up.
Anyway, time is it? I gotta go.
Yeah. We got to get
gotta
some
call
papers
it.
out. We got to get some papers out.
Where are you going next?
Back to London, actually. So.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right, everybody. Druthers News and Information is in Sarnia, Ontario. See this
Peace.
guy if you want one.
Peace.